So, hey, this is Moritz once again for PCMax. We're at the Logitech headquarters. With me is Mark, and we're having a look at how a Logitech mouse comes to life, how it starts and how it ends, the process of developing. So, Mark, can you tell us what these prototypes are about? What are their functions?
After we go through the sketch process and 2D design, we have to see if things really work in 3 dimensions. So our first step is these foam designs. These are a lightweight, high-density foam that's cut out, polished, and ground. And we can evaluate how they fit, how the buttons lay out. We can sand them and shape them, by hand to get things just the way you want them. You can actually see the shadows of things that would come later on this. So this is basically just for feel and the ergonomics to see how it fit your hand. We go from that to SLA models where we start making what would look like the real tool product, and then this helps us really evaluate how the buttons would move, how they fit in the hand and actually can be used, whether the scroll wheel makes sense, whether the buttons make sense, and we see clearance issues and things. So it's a non-working prototype, but it has function to it and it helps us define it. Then we go to these nylon, I believe, models, which are solid plastic and they're carved out, and they do things like simple shape evaluation. In this case, the double dish versus a single dish design, so that we could just feel it, hand them around, show them to a lot of people early on and say, how does this feel? What do you think? Which one do you like better? And then we try to make up our mind. In this case, we didn't. This is another resin type model, which is done to get feel and stuff and feel more like a real mouse and look like a mouse, and also lets us evaluate positions, helps us also evaluate decoration. Do we like the gloss versus the flat?
Yeah.
Things like that, just get a look of how it feels right. This is a special prototype because this is like the SLA over here, except this one works. This one we used for more detailed use testing. So the buttons work and stuff, and you can actually play with it. It has a lower grade sensor, simplified thing.
Yeah, of course.
But it lets us try it.
Okay.
And in the case of the G600, we came down to 2 button layouts, and we were having internal discussions and heated debates on which way we should go, whether we would go with the single dish design where your thumb lays in the middle and reaches all these, or the double dish design. So we literally tooled up 2 prototypes. We used prototype tools, so they're not the final tools, but we actually made runs of both kinds of mice and play tested them with the developers and gamers and really put them through the ringer.
Nice. So this whole process from the first model to the final design, how long did it take you?
This was about a 2-year project.
2-year project? Yeah. That's kind of impressive, I guess.
And it's a lot of people. I mean,
how many people were involved in this project? Roundabout,
I would, if you're not counting testers, if we were just talking engineers and designers and development, we would, just internally, there's probably 30 people in this company had their hands on this.
That's a lot.
If we take it out to developers, we went to dozens of developers with teams, and we would give like 12 or more mice to each developer and get their feedback, so that we've got thousands of hours of playtest on these before we got done.
Wow, that's impressive. Thanks for this insight.
You're welcome. I'm happy to do it.